everyone. Good morning to you. Good early morning to you. This is 20th day of May 2019, and we are with Group 1 of the wonderful University of Burundi Doctoral School students. It's a very early class, very early virtual class. It's 6:04 here in Nigeria. In Ghana with Fred, I think it's 5:04. Those in Burundi, it will be like about 7:04. And in DRC, it will be both 5:04. So we have different time zones. But it's happy, is a very happy thing that we're here. So we are familiar with the class rules. We would like to begin today. We'll be making presentations on the data analysis for your different research questions. So I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful class. We'll begin by taking on the first person who is to present. Sorry, just give me a minute. Yeah, for Group 1, Emmanuel Bizimana, are you here? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to take you in a minute. Yeah, okay, so I've located Emmanuel's file. Let me just open it and we'll be ready to take his presentation. Emmanuel, you have the floor. Yeah, very good. Please present. Thank you very much.
I want to present you my proposal, which is gene deficit in Burundi, causal analysis and equilibrium strategy. My presentation will be focused on research question, my methodology, and my procedure used to analyze my data.
Good.
The first section of my research is to know if there are gene deficits in Burundi. The second one is to know if the external deficit is due to a deepening of budget deficit or an exceptional price of money supply or other variables. The last question is focused on which can be done to balance the two deficits. The methodology used in my research will be focused on the documental research, which will enable us to conduct previous work like journal reports, memo articles, theses, journal work, and so on, of the various libraries and the navigation on internet, especially with Google Scholar and the Google Search in order to bring together various foundations and the results in the files of our research. The second one will be focused on the documentary analysis by collecting data on variable returns in the analysis in different reports on websites, on finance, Minister of Burundi, Central Bank Burundi, Burundian Office of the Revenue, the Ministry of Trade, and the World Bank site, International Monetary Fund site, etc. The software which will be used for the econometric software, which is data, process the data. The procedure for the data analysis will be focused on descriptive analysis, compare and analyze the evolution variable return analysis based on the theoretical foundation. We use also the empirical analysis by using econometric tools data to test the different relationships which exist between the endogenous variable, which will be the current account deficit, and the exogenous variable, which will be focused on the test of
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I thought you were clapping for Emmanuel. You didn't clap for him. Okay. Yeah, can you clap for Emmanuel? Yeah, I mean the class. I mean everybody in the class to clap for you. Very well. Now, Emmanuel, you've done very well. Good analysis, procedure, and software starter, as you indicated. But remember that we asked you to focus only on two of your research questions, but you read out the three. Well, that's neither here nor there at this time. Now, you see, all of these things that you mentioned here are just the that you mentioned about multiple regression, co-integration, causality, heteroscedasticity, multicollinearity. These are just assumptions for the assumptions for multiple regression. If I have time, I'll be getting you into multiple regression. But you see, all you wanted to know will just be that you're going to use multiple regression for your analysis. And that's not bad. Okay, thank you very much. Now, the class is now open for comments and questions for Emmanuel, who is asking a question. Okay, yes. You say you have a question. Who has a question? Very good. Didas, please put on your video if you can, so that we can see you while we are asking him the question. This will be face to face. No, 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 no. Don't switch off your video. Leave it here. So let's see the two of you. This is very nice now. Didas, please ask your question. Didas?
That we will do based on the dependent and independent variable. Can you explain to us the difference between the two?
Very good, yes. Very good question.
Thank you, Dr. for your question. The difference between
Yes, go on.
dependent variable and the independent variable. The dependent variable is the variable which will be explicated by the different variable or which can be caused by the independent variable.
Okay, let me follow up the question. What is your dependent variable in this study? Give me your dependent variable in this study, and also give me two of your give me your dependent variable, and I'll ask a follow-up question.
Yeah, the dependent variable in my research will be focused on current account deficit.
Okay.
Dependent variable.
Okay, that's fine. No, hold on. What are give me three of your independent variables? Three independent variables.
But the three independent variables in my research, this will be focused on the real supply money, the money supply, the global fiscal deficit, which we focus on.
Okay, okay, that is fine. No. Thank you. That is fine. We can actually see it on your slide. The second column. You said it. You said it here. Dependent variable is your real current account deficit, and the independent variables, real budget, and all of this. You are talking about anyway. That is fine. Now let's take another question from the class. The desk you can put off your video. Who is asking the second question? Yeah, who has a question? What's your name? Very good, Eunice. Please put on your video. Let's see you. Yeah, good. Arakas Dionis, very good. So we can see your shadow there. Yeah, go on, ask your question.
Okay. I want to ask you the question regarding the motivation of the choice of his topic.
Very good, very good. Now, what's the motivation? What's the choice? Why do you choose the topic? Arakaza Dionys, by the way, your video is not too clear because you have the light coming from your back, so this place is dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if yeah, it's better. It's better now. It's better now. Yeah. No, it's better now. It's better. It's okay now. It's okay now. It's okay now. Thank you. Yeah. So go ahead and answer. Yeah.
Economic situation on for me. There is deficit, finance deficit in our country, which will be on 50% on the deficit, the budget deficit.
Okay.
So I would like to know which causes this deficit is due to which variable, and then what can we do in order to balance the two deficits?
Very nice.
Because there is one deficit here in Burundi budget deficit.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Are you happy with the answer, Dionys? It's okay. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Okay, so thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Dionys. And we'll go on now to the next presenter. Okay, yeah, so the desk is presenting next. Let me open his PowerPoint slide and we'll roll with that. Yeah, no, just a minute. I'll get it up.
The video.
Yes, please put on the video. Okay, the desk, you have the floor, please. Thank you.
Strategic planning, strategic intent, and the performance of small agricultural cooperatives in Burundi.
Good.
I normally have 5 questions, but I chose to talk about 2 questions for the sake of this presentation.
Good.
And those are the 2 last ones, the 4th question and the 5th question.
Okay.
So the first research question, does strategic intent have a moderating effect on the relationship between strategic planning and the performance of agricultural cooperatives in Burundi? The type of data to be collected will be quantitative data.
Okay.
Data analysis software that I will use will be SPSS.
Okay.
And the statistic or data analysis procedure to be used will be first descriptive statistics.
Yes.
And we use mean, median, mode, and range.
Good.
And secondly, I will use inferential statistics such as correlation analysis and regression analysis.
Very good.
The second question is, what are your suggestions to improve the strategic planning practices in your cooperative? The type of data to be collected will be here qualitative data. Data analysis software that I will use will be Microsoft Word. Statistic or data analysis procedure to be used will be first, summary of opinion, and second, cluster analysis of similar opinion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we applaud the desk? Well done. Well done. Now, the desk, your last question, you said you will be using, let me see now, cluster analysis. Cluster analysis, how do you intend to do that? Because I teach advanced statistics, and cluster analysis is one of them. And cluster analysis is not qualitative data. I use quantitative data for cluster analysis. So how do you intend to subject qualitative data to cluster analysis?
Maybe here I may say that when I thought of this, it's like I will get the people we have said almost the same thing.
Okay.
And then try to put them in a range
where I will be saying maybe 10 people
Yes.
said this, 20 people said this.
Okay.
We do a kind of percentage.
Okay. So it is not cluster analysis in the sense that you know it. So you are just grouping them using Microsoft Word. Very nice. Now we need one more question for him. One more question for Didas. Yes, go on. Put on your video. The person is asking the question. So let's see you. Yeah, very good. Very good. So face yourself. So ask your question.
Is agriculture. Which problem do you want to resolve in your topic?
Okay.
Okay, the problem that I want to resolve is that you know that our country, Burundi, is mostly agricultural. The activities of most of the people, they are farming. So I want to contribute to the objectives of the government, whereby they have said that they want to improve the way people will be cultivating to be better sufficient in terms of the crops or what they are getting. So I am also interested in agricultural cooperatives because nowadays we are seeing a kind of movement of people regrouping into cooperatives in Burundi. And the government is really encouraging people to be working into cooperatives. So this is a phenomenon that I want to analyze to see whether I can help
Yes.
perspective by speaking of strategic planning because it's not a common thing that they are doing in this small, especially small cooperative.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you happy with that, Emmanuel? Okay, that's fine. Well done. Well done. Yeah, thank you very much. So, okay, now that brings us to the end of the DAS presentation. We'll go on now to the next presenter. Yeah, our next presenter is Julius Manirambona, and he's all set to go. I will load his presentation now, and we'll have him make the presentation. Uh, 1 minute. Yes, so Julius, you have the floor.
Can I begin now?
Yes, begin now, Dr. Manirambona.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning to you.
I'd like to present to you ICT in data analysis in my doctoral studies, which is titled Dynamics of a Fish Population, Subjectivity to the Early Effect Case of Mukeke Fish of Lake Tanganyika on Bolivian coast. So my discussion will focus on research questions, types of data to be collected, data analysis software, statistics or data analysis procedure to be used. So let me begin by the first one. Let's begin by the questions, the research questions. The first one is, what causes all effects? The second, can early effect causes demographical or extension, demographical extension or exclusion? Types of data to be collected. The following types will be useful: secondary analysis data, documentary analysis, participant observation, and individual qualitative interview. And so I will use the both methods, quantitative and the qualitative method. For the data analysis software, for qualitative data, we are going to use partial analysis, and for quantitative data, we're going to use statistics and graphs.
MATLAB, and Mathematica. We're going also to use Microsoft Word to copy data collected from different ministers, companies of fisheries, and so on. For statistics or data analysis procedure to be used, I'm going to use interview guides and documentary analysis to collect data using participant observation and documentary analysis. Also, I'm going to use Microsoft Word to write things with high frequency from interviewers, and I'm also going to use SPSS, MATLAB, and Mathematica in order to have a graph which are going to help me to interpret and conclude my research. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Bona. Can you teach me how to pronounce your surname?
Manirambona.
Manirambona Jules. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, somebody wants to, somebody is making a request to present. Okay, fine, we'll get there. Manirambona, you've done very well. We congratulate you. I am looking now at your slides, the last column, statistic or data analysis procedure to be used. What you have there, that not the statistic or the data analysis procedure. These are the same thing. These are the same thing as a type of data to collect or something. Interview guides and document analysis will be used to collect. It's the methodology of collecting data that you have on your last slide, rather than the statistic or data analysis procedure that you will use. I'm sure that when next you are progressing with your research proposal, you're going to improve on this. Do we have some questions for him? Any other member of the class with a question for him? Okay, Emmanuel has a question for him. Can you turn on your video, Emmanuel? Yes, please. Yeah, okay, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yes, here in Burundi, there is many kinds of fishes we have here in Burundi. Why have you choose these fishes, Mukeke?
Okay, just hold on, just hold on. You know, I like this thing where Jules Marambona, if he sees what he's looking at Emmanuel directly, they are facing themselves, which is quite nice. He's not looking at me. I mean, I think his camera has some issues. Okay, yeah. No. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I will go ahead, Jules.
Okay, thank you. I chosen the Mukeke fish because it's the imported one in Burundi, even in all the world. So then Mukeke fish must be protected in order to continue to provide big quantity in Burundi and in the world.
All right.
Mukeke fish is the first one in Burundi and in the world.
Okay, that's fine. Now, I don't have mukeke fish in Nigeria. So after this presentation, send the mukeke fish to me as email attachment. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, that's good answer too. That is good answer. Again, very well done to Jules Manirambona, and thank you, Emmanuel Bizimana, for your wonderful question. Let's go on to the next. Thank you. Let's go on to the next presenter now. Yeah, our next presenter is Arakaza Dionis. I'll put on his slides. 1 minute. Yeah, very good. Dr. Arakaza Dionys, you have the floor, please. Thank you.
Dear classmates. So my presentation on ICT in data analysis in my doctoral study is focusing on the topic power to the people, the role of the peaceful protest in effecting revolution in the Arab Spring. So just to begin with the research questions, my research questions are about the conditions and opportunities that allowed peaceful protesters to make a revolution in the Arab Spring, and then make an investigation on the content in which some protesters succeed to overthrow the tyrannical regimes, whereas others did not. So the types of data to be collected will be mixed. That is qualitative and qualitative methods, just to enhance or to improve the findings and the analysis. The data analysis software to be used will be NVivo, just to analyze text documents such as interviews, open-end surveys responses, journals, articles, and other web content to understand perception and the concepts relating to this topic. The other software to be used will be hyper research, just to enable me coding and retrieval of sources of source materials, theory building, and analysis of the findings.
Okay.
The statistic or data analysis procedures that I envisage to use are namely content analysis, narrative analysis, framework analysis, and ground theory. This is, and also I will be using the graph and percentages resulting from the numbers that I will be using just to, while matching the qualitative and the quantitative methods. That's all. Thank you for
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Arakaza Dionys. Well done. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, your presentation is excellent. On my screen here, your presentation is cut off left and right. I think you didn't structure the screen for your PP slides well enough. But of course, we can follow all of this. Now, do you have this software that you intend to use, NVivo and Hyper Research? Do you have them?
Yeah, I do.
Have you used them?
Yeah, I do.
Very nice. Masters, excellent. So you are good to go with your work. Excellent. Now, any other question for him? Everybody wants to ask a question. Turn on your videos. All right. Now you are in trouble today, Dionys. You can see 4 people want to ask you questions. So, Dides, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. I see that you have said that we use mixed methods, that is quantitative and qualitative.
Yes.
And we use it to analyze the raw and secondary data. Now, I would like to know the difference between raw and the secondary data.
Yes.
And I have a second question.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to know why you are very much interested on the Arab Spring protesters, while we had very recently here in Burundi also some protesters.
Very good question. All right. Now, so there are 2 questions for you. The difference between your raw data and the secondary data, and why Arab Spring. Go. You have the floor, Arakaza.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. The first question regarding the difference between raw and secondary data. Raw data concerns with those data that I will collect myself through my own research. Whereas secondary data is to get, which is ready, which does not require my own investigation. All I have is to analyze it.
Yeah, the second question about Arab Spring.
Yeah. I just chosen this Arab Spring because, you know, what happened during the Arab Spring in the Middle East and North Africa, it has just made the loss of many human beings. And then, you know that what happened in the North Africa is just being made in other countries like South Sudan and Mali, Zimbabwe, you see, even after the occurrence of this event. So Arab Spring was a revolutionary movement that made the people from Northern African people just revolt against the regime. So I want to make an investigation so that the recommendation and findings behind the conditions and the opportunities that may push these people to revolt against the regime can happen in our respective countries, that maybe ESC countries and Nigeria also.
Oh yes, of course, of course. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. The next person to ask the question is Desire. Yimana. Ask your question, Desire.
Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
question to Dionys is the following. The topic of Dionys is related to power to the people, the power of the peaceful protest in the effecting revolution in the Arab Spring.
Yes.
I would from the research interest of his doctoral study. What is the research interest of his doctoral study?
Oh yeah, that very good question. Why did you put the power to the people? Yeah, what's your research? What's the interest? What's the significance?
I think I just respond. If he followed well, I just said why I choose it. It's just my interest is to let people know the conditions and the opportunities that can let people slide, that can let people revolt against the regime. So that when I let you know this, maybe the recommendation and finding will help you just not revolting against your regime. Yeah, I don't like people continue revolting. Yeah, you know, that's my interest.
Okay, that's fine. Wonderful. Now let's take the last question. Jules Manirambona, you have a question?
And
Thank you.
how to know why did he choose that title? Or I already have an answer from those from what he's coming to give for the two persons one.
Okay, that's fine. That is your question. The question Julius Marambona was to ask has been answered by Dionys from the answers he gave to the Didas and to Desire. So thank you all very much. That's a very nice session we've had. Let's go on to the next presenter. So the last presenter today is Desire, and he's going to give us a very wonderful close to this session. I'm opening his presentation slides. So here we go. Desire, you have the floor. Thank you, sir.
Dear Professor, good morning, dear Dr. Susan.
Yeah.
I'm going to present you the topic related to ICT in data analysis in my doctoral study. My doctoral
proposal is the following: the exercise of freedom of expression in the African system of protection of human rights. Concerning my research questions, they are the following: African system for the protection of human rights ensure effective protection of the rights and freedom of expression. This is the first question. The second is the following: is the shift of the regional jurisdiction from field to field of human rights protect likely to place the African cohort and the jurisdiction of a forum shopping. Those are the two questions. Concerning the type of data to be collected, I use the quantitative data, which deals with the meaning, description, values, and characteristics of people and the things. Concerning the data analysis layer, I will adopt content analysis, discourse analysis, narrative analysis, which will allow me to tell how Africa of protection from treaties in order to come over the conflicts. The follow is the documentary analysis. The next is individual qualitative. The next is textual analysis and characteristics. I will use Google Scholar as data analysis software. Concerning the data analysis procedure to be used, first, I will prepare the data for analysis. Secondly, I explore and code the data. The third, I will identify themes in the data, and the last, I will validate the accuracy of the cited. And thank you very good for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Desire. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, Desire, if you've done very well, very good presentation. What I found though in your slides is that I just show you on my screen, which you will see later, is that your, yeah, you see, in presenting your table, you let it overflow. If you see it, it's overflowing the entire screen, the entire this. So if I shorten it like this, yeah, you didn't put it properly. So if you get the presentation, you will see what I've done. I've tried to reduce the size of so it's gone over. That is why when we now show it as do a PowerPoint slideshow, it doesn't come to the bottom here. So then the next time, try to adjust your screen size with the slide size. Well, back to the thing, data analysis software. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, you have in this column data analysis software. You see, content analysis is not a software. Textual analysis is not a software. So this column, you have to put the software that you actually use. You actually mentioned it during your presentation. You said you use Google Scholar. Well, that's a software. That will be something that you need to check. Now, let's move on to other members of the class. Who has a question for him? Yes, please put on your video. Thank you. Please put on your video. Very good. Didas, you are a good man. You are on to Desire. So ask your question. Doctor. Yes.
Talking of the exercise of freedom of expression in Africa. Why are you interested in the freedom of speech in Africa?
Yes. Yes, that's a good question. You see, these questions are very important. And
Yeah, it is.
very important because you see, your doctoral thesis should contribute to knowledge, expand knowledge, and be meaningful to your community. Yeah. So if you see expression, freedom of expression, somebody will ask you. Your external examiner will ask you. I mean, is this important? And so you have to give the justification for your work. Yeah. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you also for the question. I've been interested in my doctoral proposal because the exercise of freedom of expression in Africa, it is a right which is protected by any treaties or main instruments related to the protection of human rights. So the freedom of expression is the aspect of democracy
Excellent.
to allow people to be free, the way of allowing them to be free in their life. It is a way to allow people to tell to the authorities, to the governor of the country, especially in our country or in Africa, what is wrong in the governance of the states. So to protect this right, the freedom of expression, it is so it gives to the people the possibility to be in good relations with the government, or
Yes.
to be in good process with the authorities of the state.
Okay. Did I answer over to you? Are you happy with that answer? Okay. Okay.
Are you planning to use some interview guide or questionnaire? If that's so, what is your geographical scope of your study?
Very good. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, David, for the question. I will not use the questionnaire as the way of collecting my data,
Okay.
but I will use instruments. I mean the document analysis or the narrative analysis, and I will check the other information or other data by using group, and the other way for collecting the data, I will read some books which are related to the subject.
Okay, that's fine. Now,
The,
no, no, it's fine. No, hold on a minute. Do you agree with that, Didas? Do you agree with him not using an interview? I think he should, because you are talking about freedom of expression. You cannot just be talking about freedom of expression and just be doing documentary analysis. You got to interview people. You got to come to the streets. You got to go to the offices and ask them about, are you free to express yourselves? I think that's very important. That's what he's asking.
I think
Please, yeah, please carry on. Yes, yes, continue.
I was going to suggest with the for him to make his research richer.
Yes, Richard.
I think he should use interviews and questionnaires.
Yes,
Even those questionnaires which are, whereby you may not even need to meet someone.
Yes.
And then I ensure of the confidentiality. That's when you will get really to know about freedom of speech in Africa.
Thank you very much. Very good.
Excuse me, Professor. Excuse me.
Who is on? Who is coming on? Oh, Arakaza Dionys. Yes, Dionys, you have the floor.
Yeah, please. I'm interested in his topic.
Good.
I want to know whether, because he's just investigating on the freedom of speech. So for the reliability of his findings, I want to know whether he's himself free of expressing himself in his country. If not, I think the reliability of his findings will not good. Yeah? Yes or no? It's yes or no question.
So is it yes or no, Desire, or you don't want to answer it for now? You don't want to answer it?
Are you free of expressing yourself in your country?
I think Desire, what is your answer? No, let me tell you, the same thing to say is that you don't want to give an answer. Just tell him you don't want to give an answer.
Yeah. We'll leave it for next week.
We'll leave it for next week. We'll leave it for next week. Excellent. Now that's fine. Now that brings us to the end of our presentation for this week for Group 1. This virtual class number 4. I'm sorry, I made an error in an earlier communication to say it's virtual class number 3. So that's Group 1. In a little while, we'll put the group summary together. I wish you a very wonderful week, a very wonderful day, a wonderful week, and enjoy yourselves. Okay, so for me, it is bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye now. Thank you.